I really believe that underwear is at the nexus of gender, sex, politics. It speaks to our socio-political moment, and if you kind of look at the rise and fall of a lot of these big American underwear brands, they're very closely tied with how gender is perceived. And I fundamentally found that there was an opportunity to blow open, I think, the cultural scripts that they had written so far and to build something that really celebrated everyone.
24-year-old Cami Téllez's vision for a lingerie brand focused on self-expression and not sexiness went from a Facebook post to a brand valued at $140 million in just over 2 years.
I have been a fan of Parade for a while now.
And like other successful digital natives, Parade is embracing offline in a big way.
Our ambition has always been to build the next leading underwear brand in the space. And we knew from the very beginning that 80% of women in the space shop offline. And if we really wanted to rewrite the American underwear story and build a new vision for what this category could be, re-choreographing offline experience was always going to have to be a big part of that. Most women in America today shop at a store that's really designed for selling to men. The interaction is sexy, boudoir style, constant sexualization, at every turn. We really wanted underwear to be not about sexiness, but about self-expression.
Where did the name Parade come from? Is it just celebratory, like you're saying?
For me, when I started this brand, I knew that it had to be about a collective of people and really like a grassroots movement. And so I wanted it to celebrate many people and also thinking about fun and joy and celebration throughout the world. The colors here in this space are really inspired by the color field artists of the 60s and 70s. And so this space is in conversation with art and fashion and culture. We just launched Super Soft, which was our first natural fabric that's made from responsibly managed forests.
So sustainability was really important to you.
Yeah, when I started the brand, sustainability was just the way that I wanted to do business. I started the brand when I was 21. In high school, I passed laws around composting in the town that I grew up in, and it was always a critical part of who I am.
Sticking with its core values, Parade is also taking its sustainability push to new levels, announcing a partnership with TerraCycle just this month to help consumers repurpose their old lingerie.
It's been so exciting to see the way in which customers want to connect not only to their bodies in a deeper way, but they want their choices that they're making to reflect their values. So much of Parade, I think, hinges on being a completely new type of direct-to-consumer company, both in the way that we view our cultural presence, the way we view brand building, the way that we view acquisition and connecting with the community. And so there were a ton of non-believers that were.
What did they say?
I think they didn't see the white space. They didn't see that women were dissatisfied with Victoria's Secret. They didn't see that this had the potential to be really what I believe to be a space that's as big as beauty from a market size perspective.
The global intimate apparel market is expected to grow 6% in the next 3 years, according to Bloomberg Intelligence. And though Victoria's Secret is still the biggest player in the space, much of the growth in lingerie has been due to displaced market share going to smaller brands also pushing for more inclusive designs.
It's an industry that's definitely undergoing, I would say, a massive watershed moment. I think that everyone's being asked to look really critically at the role that they've had in women's lives and identities over the past few decades. And so I think that I'm excited that Parade has had a role in contributing to a more optimistic vision for this category. So it's really a rising tide lifts all boats situation. I think it's commendable that all the brands are coming to the table and thinking more critically about the work that they're doing.